Alright guys, we have an order going 17 miles. Curbside pickup at Walmart. Paying 16 something. Not great. But they sent this thing to me like 20 times and I got tired of looking at it. And nothing else is going on. So I'm going to take it. Normally, I want like $1 an hour. I mean $1 a mile at least. Hopefully more than that, because sometimes if you take one of these, there'll be another offer paying more and you miss out.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Cherry Fork Road.
Way down the countryside. But it's only 7 items. So, we're headed to Walmart for a Walmart pickup that they were insistent, I guess, that I take.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Scott Highway.
So we'll update later. So it shows that the order's ready. That's how you can determine if they're still packing it, shopping for it, or if the order's actually ready. So we'll see how long it takes to get it to come out. So we're going to find us a parking spot for the curbside and punch it in. And then wait on our order in our fancy Walmart parking lot. Okay, so we're gonna get parking spot 11. Then we have to confirm our code to the person bringing the order out. There is one guy here. Man, I don't know. He's just a little slow. And he's working. And I'm not trying to be mean, but he just stands and looks at the order forever before he starts loading it. I don't know what's up with that. So, it wasn't too long ago that we had an order that got completely mixed up, and I got a call from the Walmart personnel management, I guess, in the grocery delivery part. Not from Spark, but from Walmart, that I guess she was ready to chew us out. I don't know, but they were handing us the labels, and I told this one particular boy to make sure he labels both sets of groceries. One was put in the very back seat right here, and one was put all the way in the back of the hatch. And I mean, unless I just done something completely stupid, he put the labels wrong. But he had walked away and didn't even label one set of groceries. And I'm like, dude, I need a label. And and they're also supposed to label like the big items, like 24 packs of water or pop and whatever, all those big things. And I have tubs back there that they can label the tub and put the bagged groceries in. But there's also supposed to, if I have like 3 orders, they're supposed to label the orders and the big items as well, and they don't always do that. So nobody's got time to go through the grocery list. I had to do that one time at Walmart in Somerset, Kentucky. We had to go through the entire order, all the bags, because they completely messed up the order as they were packing it. And they want you to stay in the car, but they literally had half of the order for one person mixed up with the other order, and we had to go through every one of them. So he's coming right now. Thank you, sir. You too. Alright, so we are loaded and ready to go. Updates to come. Okay, guys, we are about 8 miles from our destination. It's called Robbins area. And I live in a mountain area. It's very rural, very small town. So, thus country roads deliveries. It's busier than I thought it would be when I started this a couple of months ago doing this. I substitute teach at the school as well as do this, but I enjoy the freedom of doing this when I feel like doing it instead of being do a ton of stuff, different things, just to try to pay the bills. And my husband has a small business, so between the two of us, it takes everything we got to work and pay the bills. So I got into this, and I wish I'd been videotaping early on because I had some doozies then, but I'm sure there'll be more. It's been kind of fun. So it's the goods and the bads, and sometimes the orders are really insane. Like this, I think this order that I'm doing right now initially, and I might be wrong because it might have been going someplace else, on Uber, because I do Uber, DoorDash, and I am signed up for Grubhub, but it is not available in this area, so I'd have to go out of town to do it. And then Spark, and initially I think this order came through on Uber for like $7. I know it was going like 18 miles. I'm like, no. So, dude, I wouldn't even make any money with that. I mean, by the time gas and everything. So, yeah. But we live in the mountains. We live not far from the Kentucky border. But this is also, we have riding, we have Royal Blue, and we have Brimstone, and this is where people come in to ride their off-road vehicles on the trails and stuff, and so that's very popular here. And then we have the big South Fork area, which is a national park. So there's some very pretty areas, but I never dreamed that Walmart delivery would have so much. DoorDash has, I guess we have quite a few DoorDashes, and we have quite a few Spark drivers, but it stays pretty busy, especially when the snow's coming. It's a madhouse. I hit an icy road the other day and had to back, and it's beautiful right now. Today it's like in the 60s, and that road will still be icy. It's one of those weird roads that it just won't thaw on a certain area, and it's on a hillside, and one way's a massive side of the mountain, the other way's down the mountain. So I had to back out of there and go all the way around. And if I'd had everything ready to videotape, I would have done that. But yeah, I thought I was in a pickle at first and was calling my son-in-law to come get me, but I managed to get backed out. I thought it was sliding on me going backwards, but it was just my traction thing on the car. My husband's like, that's what it'll do. And I'm like, okay. So we got to figure it out. But yeah, it gets pretty bad around here when it snows, even though it's East Tennessee. We've had a couple of good doozies. And then in February, it's 61 degrees, or it's -5. You never know in Tennessee. That's what you get here. So I'll flip the camera around when I get there, when I do the delivery, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we'll videotape a little view of the back roads. This is the highway. About a mile and a half to the destination. Got a nice semi truck in front of me. I always love that on these hilly mountain highways. Turning on another highway, but it's a country road too. Never delivered to this area. Never come this far actually into here. So like I said, this order came to me like 17 times before I finally took it because I got tired of looking at it. Apparently nobody else wanted it either. So, but on my way back I can hit the house and I stay there sometimes until I get an order because it's just very slow today. Okay, Rigby School Road. I'm about to pass my road here. I think this is it. Yep. Don't even have a road sign. As you can see, there is no road signs. And sometimes Google Maps and Apple Maps don't know what the heck they're talking about. So, especially if it's dark, you can definitely get lost. Edward Smith Road. Let's see. No idea here. This is weird. Okay. And our roads are terrible right now because of the little bit of snow that we did have, which isn't much compared to some and more than others, but the roads are just ridiculous. I don't know where the funding goes for our roads, I'll be honest with you. We have got so many potholes now. crazy. Totally crazy.
Continue on to Edward Smith Road.
Turn right. No, left here. Okay.
In half a mile, take a slight right turn.
See what I'm talking about? The mountain roads. This is not even the worst, but GPS gets confused sometimes. So sometimes it's a wing and a prayer that you make it where you're supposed to go. Alright, when I pull in, I don't want to give the address, so I will start videotaping again. Alright, we have arrived.
Arrived.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna go to the side. If it has any directions, I don't see nothing. So let's get it unloaded. Alright guys, we got us an order for Subway from DoorDash. Going, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles maybe?
Subway is on the
$7.
left.
So we're picking her up right now. I think I just did a whole tape and I didn't even have it turned on, so I just wasted all my time. But that's okay. I don't film inside just because there's been some issues with people having complaints about drivers filming, so we're gonna go get our order and be right back. Okay, we got our Subway. We're going back in the direction we just came from. 4.5 miles. We'll see you there. So I'm gonna turn it on and show you this road. I hate this road. I literally hate this road. It goes straight up a mountain. The rest of the road's not too bad, but this literally where I'm going to be turning.
Highway 27.
Goes straight up a mountain. I literally hate it. And these are the kind of roads that this is why if you were doing deliveries and it's a snow day and people are going crazy
In 600
and it's
feet,
paying
turn
really
right
good, you
onto
better be
this road.
careful where you're going because you're going to end up on something you don't want to be on. So, alright, I'm going to flip the camera. So our Subway is
Drive
going
west
up
on
this
US
road.
Highway 27. Then bear right to stay on US Highway 27.
Kind of show it to you. I'm trying to get my camera turned without wrecking here. Okay. Yeah, straight up the mountain. Gotta love it. Paying $7, but I didn't know this is where it was going because our lovely DoorDash does not tell you
Bear right to
exactly
stay
where
on
it's going.
US Highway 27.
Which I think they really need to change that.
Continue for 1 mile.
Straight up the mountain. Which we're not far. We're only not far, I don't think, from the delivery, but so I drive this old Toyota Sienna van. 2013 is the year, and I'm telling you what, this baby has been a gem, an absolute worth every penny. Never broke down in this thing, and it has 250,000 miles on it right now. I've banged it up quite a bit. My husband is like, oh my gosh, but yeah, this baby keeps on going. So I've never been able to get rid of it and get something else because I just don't know if I can trust another vehicle after having this one. So doing deliveries in this one is, you know, we'll see how long it lasts, but it's been worth its money, that's for sure. Way to go, Toyota Siennas. We got it in 2015. So that tells you how old it is. 2013.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Yeah, so I love this road. Love it, love it, love it. But there's worse than this. But this one just, this hill just seems like it goes on forever. Forever. Never went in that direction. I usually go to the left. This is another one where I delivered groceries to one day and there was no address. Put your addresses on the end of your driveway somewhere, people. Please, please put your addresses. If there's a cluster of mailboxes and there's a bunch of houses all put together, you don't know who's who, and it's insane. The Subway smells good though, I'll tell you that much. 10. I went and got 12 pizzas the other day to make a delivery, and my car smelled like pizza for 3 days. I don't know what that one is. Oh, that one's okay. The addresses aren't jiving though. It's not making any sense. Once again, I have no idea what that address is, and there's a ton of dogs, so.
On the left.
But there's two, and I don't know which one's which. Let's see, 510, right there it is. Good, good job. They have it on their, whoo, they have it on their mailbox. Yay for them. All right, let's drop this off. I don't know if you'll be able to see me drop it off or not. Oh, I have a bunch of dogs. Boys and girls, go. Go. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Okay, go. I know. Okay, go on. Go. I'm usually pretty good with the animals, but with the food in my hand, I didn't know if they jumped up and grabbed it or what. So, all right, thank you guys. All right, you're good. You're good. All right, guys. That was fun. That was like 7 dogs out here. Not sure if they were friendly. I used to be a vet technician, so I'm pretty good with the animals, engaging them, but sometimes you don't know. And I had nice smelly food in my hands, so I don't know if they would have grabbed it out of my hands and they would have went that order, or if they would have bent me to get to it. And there's like literally in this road has, oh my god, there's like 7 down the road here. Look at this. I'm gonna turn the camera, show you guys all these dogs down here. Right here is a bunch of them in the road, right there. They're running in this direction. I don't know. And look at all the dogs down here. They're everywhere. There is dogs everywhere. Oh my god. Big German Shepherd, love them. They're beautiful. But it's hard to tell when you get a pack of dogs. People, I've seen the sweetest dogs get with a pack of dogs. So we just got an order for Uber that I thought it, like, somebody else grabbed it. So then I took a Walmart order that's going like 20 miles. And then I went to turn my Uber off, and apparently this pickup was mine. So now I have 2 different pickups. I'm gonna see if I can wing this thing, because I think the Uber one is close. So I'm hoping I can pick it up, get it done, and go back to Walmart. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we're in parking spot 6, waiting on the Uber. It says the Walmart is not even ready yet. So I'm hoping this is like a 1.6 miles down the road, that I can go drop it off and get back here and get the Spark order. If this works out, we'll see. Otherwise, I'm going to have a cancellation rate. It doesn't look like it's a big order. I don't know if it's a big order. Uber doesn't show anything, so I would grab all of them. But the last time I did that, they told me that the Uber order got canceled or was not ready yet or something. I don't know, because I typed in the same spot for both orders, thinking I could grab both of them and stack the order. So I don't know if they didn't like that, or if it really wasn't ready because there was a glitch in the app that day. But that's not really pertaining to the Uber order, so I don't know. I don't know if it's because I put the same spot for both Spark and Uber. They brought my Spark order out because Uber should have come out first. So this time I'm just going to do this order, come back and get the Spark. Hopefully this works out and there's not a cancellation. But if there is, oh well. I really didn't think it took the order for me. I thought it said something about no longer available. And then I tapped on it and that order was still sitting there for me to get. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
Okay, so they canceled my Spark order because they can see it's Uber and Spark, I guess, and they don't want you to do that. So the only way you can probably stack an order is if it's a food delivery, not a grocery. So Walmart is very picky about that. So we got the Uber order. They canceled the Spark on me. And we're going to drop this off and see if it comes back to me. I didn't really want to go to Whitley City anyway.
Turn left on Alberta Street.
It's a long haul up there, but I have a short time today because I have to be in Knoxville at 4:30, so I needed to get some orders in. And it may come back to me because not very many people take the Whitley City orders too much, but we'll see. We'll get this one dropped off and then see what else we get. Alright, I'll see you at the location. Alright, here we are again. I just had to make a U-turn these driveways once again. The addresses don't make sense.
Drop off on the left.
Don't make any sense at all. But I think this is the wrong one. This is one of those ones with the address, and it's the address and the mailboxes are all in this big jumble, and you're not sure, so I had to make this sharp left turn in the driveways to get back to the other driveway. All right, we're gonna make the delivery, but you won't be able to see me here, so see ya. Okay, so we dropped that off. Front door. Guys, it is a beautiful day out here. I'm telling you, an absolute beautiful day. Well, that one was actually $12 for that little delivery. 1.6 miles from Walmart. Anyway, I'm going to show you out here. This whole, like, these driveways go in multiple different directions. I've been out here before, and it was a different house, but I still don't remember the addresses, which one was which. And they go in multiple directions, but all the mailboxes are right here together. And they have the addresses on them, but each driveway doesn't have the address. So that's what I'm talking about. So like right here, all those mailboxes are clustered together, and you don't know which one's which. You don't know which house is which. You gotta, sometimes the GPS will direct you and let you know you're in the wrong driveway, but sometimes it doesn't, so. Alright, let's see if we can find another order. Okay guys, we got a Spark grocery shopping order.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto North Main Street.
10 minutes to shop. There's a bunch of like chalk for kid toys. And, but it also had a lovely 40 count water that I absolutely adore. I'm going to put my sunglasses on for this drive. But we're going like 18 miles to Straight Fork. That's way out there.
Turn left onto North Main Street.
The expressway. So it's untelling. I know this is pretty far. It was like $25 going 18 miles. So plus the shopping. But the shopping didn't take me very long. Other than the heavy water.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Depot Street.
And I missed out on the $28 order going to Stearns, but it was 3 drop-offs, and this is just a shopping and 1 drop-off for I think 9 items total. So probably a better deal than the other one, because that was maybe a bunch of groceries and 3 drop-offs. Going 21 miles, I think. 28, so pretty close probably. Well, this one probably pays more than $1 a mile. That one didn't, so I don't think. I don't know. I can't remember what the miles was on that, but maybe it was 15 miles and it paid 28. No, it was more. It was 17. No, yeah, I think it was like 18 miles and it paid 28, but it was 3 drop-offs, so. More time consuming in some ways. But I would have took you in to shop with me, but I forgot to bring the phone to videotape, so it's
at the
hard
next
for me
stop
to carry
sign,
2 phones.
turn
I do
left.
have a GoPro, but I hate wearing it because it's just like, oh, what are you doing? Videotaping? I just don't want to answer their questions. I also don't want to like be randomly videotaping employees because there's one guy on YouTube that, like, one of the stores
At the
kicked
stop
him out,
sign,
won't let
turn
him
left
do
onto Depot
pickups or
Street.
anything at that Walmart anymore, so I don't want to go through that hassle. I have to have a job. So, because this is just the beginning of YouTube, and, you know, I don't know when you start getting paid for YouTube, and if I ever will. It depends on, you know, viewers and all that kind of stuff, so. But make comments, because apparently that helps the videos. And like and subscribe the channel. I'm hoping to have this up and running, so this is actually going to be the first videos before I even have the thing set up yet. We do have a paranormal channel set up. Haven't been on it in a long time, haven't put any videos out because I found that when we're
7.2 miles, turn right onto Annandale Road.
when we're doing paranormal investigations, we don't have no super fancy equipment to videotape. We do okay with it, but it distracts from the investigation. We have to pay quite a bit of money to investigate, and I want to catch things. I mean, I videotape with my phone, but I want to focus on what are we hearing, what are we seeing, because it's dark usually. You're using an, ultraviolet, red, whatever it's called, light. I'm not tech savvy, can you tell? And then it's just really time consuming to not be making any money and spending money and then try to get these videos on YouTube when I have to work a lot. So at least these videos I'm getting paid to do the delivery, so that kind of helps offset everything, and hopefully I'll have time to download these, because this is a chance for you to see the ins and outs of what it takes to be a delivery driver, and the aggravation and the fun, and who knows what happens on the way. You never know what's going to happen. Plus it also is a safety factor. I videotape to, you know, kind of keeps me where I guess they can find this phone in the videotape if I get kidnapped and killed or something, I don't know, but so it like confirms my deliveries on the YouTube channel and stuff. I watched this guy in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, guys, Sevierville. It's called Everything Auto. Y'all need to catch him. It is hysterical. He has to tow vehicles, especially out of parking spaces that they're not allowed to be in. And these people get so mad. It is so funny. But they're parking just park in Gatlinburg anywhere you want. That's about an hour and a half from where I live, so I've been there many times. You don't just randomly park wherever you feel like it. You need to double check with the facility you're parking at, the business. Excuse me. And double check that you can park there. Probably get a name, maybe the manager, because in the hotels, it's a mess down there. It's just congested, and buddy, they want money for everything, every little spot of ground that exists there. Somebody wants money for it in some way, shape, or form. So you don't just park. I want to say he charges $300 to get your car out. And they're nice guys. They're nice people. They're just doing their job, but it's fun to watch. So check that YouTube channel out, Everything Auto. And then there's some other guys, Dashing Across America, I think is what it's called. He's funny. I watch him. And I think there's a one that's on there. She's hanging her way out of debt. I can't remember what her exact title is. And, you know, the videotaping and the getting ready for YouTube's all on me. So on top of eBay, craft shows, getting ready for craft shows, substitute teaching, and delivery driving. Yeah, I got all kinds of time, right? So we'll see how it goes. But we also have where I was doing my eBay and yard selling, and I may pick that back up over the summer again. It's hard to, I don't always have somebody with me. I need somebody to videotape while I'm looking for the eBay stuff. But I flip things on eBay, Mercari, and Poshmark, and so I have a channel for that too. Needless to say, none of them have been very active, so we'll see how this one goes, right? You know, can't say I ever didn't try. So this one's a long drive, and when we get there, we will hop back on. Some little kid's gonna be happy. Bubbles and chalk and all kinds of fun stuff. Feels like summer, so everybody's getting in the spring summer mood. Okay guys, we'll see you on the next round.